Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a upper back and glutes focused Pilates class, specifically for engaging our backside body in order to have a taller and stronger posture. I will be using these 1.5 pound wrist weights. At about halfway through class, we'll switch them to our glutes. If you want a little bit of extra challenge, feel free to grab onto maybe if you don't have the wrap weights, you can always use something else like a can of soup or a little dumbbells or something like that. But when you're ready, we'll go ahead and get started in a tabletop. Taking your hands right underneath your shoulders and the hips over knees. We'll inhale to drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale to round the spine, finding a couple rounds of cow-cat to mobilize and open up the front and back side. As we push the mat away in that cat spine, you're going to think of energizing through the palms, drawing deeply into your navel, lifting your upper back high towards the ceiling. Then if you want a little bit more, as we move into cat, let's tuck the toes, hover the knees 3 inches from the mat, then lower the knees, untuck, arch the back in cow. Round your spine, tuck and hover, holding with the upper back, holding with the lower belly. 3 more times. Still moving with breath. 2. And 1. Then we'll sit the hips back onto our heels, find a little hinge forward of our chest, reach the arms forward and down. We open the arms out to a T, little squeeze and slow release. Lift, squeeze, and slow release. If you want a little bit more glutes, hover the hips slightly off your heels. Think of splaying those hips wide and back towards the heels. And keeping a really long, tall posture. So our gaze is just a couple feet in front of our knees. So we're long from the head all the way back to the tail. Making sure there's no rounding to the shoulders or collapsing to that lower back. The belly's pulled in as well to support this shape. Each time that we open the arms, we squeeze the space between the shoulder blades. Then let's add on. We go out 1 time to a T, lift up 1 time to a Y. So open out to an uppercase T shape, lift the arms up and forward, holding with the very backs of your shoulder blades, strengthening the back of the deltoid and our lat muscle. We lift, lower, open, and close. Sometimes this can put some pressure on your lower back. If you're feeling that, then I want you to come back down onto your heels or drop those wrist weights if you have them. Let's find 4 more. Lift and lower. Find a little pause at the top before you lower, really holding energetically with the upper back. Last 2. 1 more through your T and through your Y. And slowly relax your hips down. Take a little stretch. Reach the arms all the way forward in your child's pose. Then walk the hands to the right side of your mat. Stretch into the sideline. What helps with a taller posture is making sure that the muscles, as much as they are strong and connected, they are also stretched out and relaxed. So if you're very tense through your upper back, your shoulders, your hips, you'll notice the body starts to kind of compromise and collapses in on itself. You want to open up those shoulders, open up our hips in order to find a taller posture. We'll rock forward into a low plank position, then slowly bend your elbows, lower all the way down onto your belly. Slide the arms forward in front of you for your Superman lifts. Exhale all the air. Then as you inhale, we lift, hover, hold, slowly lower down. If you feel like those wrist weights are a little heavy, then definitely ditch them. We want them to add a little bit of challenge and sculpting, not to compromise our form. This next one will hold lifted, bend your elbows, and reach them forward. You can always lower the legs down if you're feeling anything in that lower back. Kind of think a little squeeze of the glutes, like you're pushing your pelvis or that pubic bone down towards the mat. Drawing your lower belly up and in. We squeeze the space between those shoulder blades to lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the elbows wide, lower the arms, lower the head. As we inhale, we lift in this cactus shape. So the arms lift, head lifts, slowly lower. Now the head only lifts because the spine is peeling up from the mat. What we want to avoid is lifting the chin significantly from the chest. You want to keep the gaze towards the top of your mat. Keep the neck long and in line with the spine. So we're not lifting from the head, we're lifting from the upper back. 2 more. Last one. We lift, hover, hold, flutter, kick the feet, kick, kick, kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Press the hands underneath your shoulders, press up and back. Find your child's pose. Those muscles in your upper back, the spinal extensors, are the ones that we're working in this series. They are small and relatively delicate. So kind of short spurts of movement is best for those. We'll go ahead and shift those wrap weights to the ankles if you have them, you would like to use them. Taking a moment to switch them over. And then once again, we'll meet in a kneeling position on all fours. Now we'll be energizing a little bit into the glutes, but still holding energetically with our upper back. Coming down onto our forearms so the elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Want to resist collapsing down into the mat. We want to push the floor away, pull the ribs and the belly button up and in. Extend your right leg long behind you, pointing through your toes. Square hips, we exhale to lift and lower through that right leg. As we lift and lower, try to keep your upper body and your core really stable. So resist the urge to drop the belly or dip into the low back. As the leg lifts, we want to lift from the back of the thigh, the hamstring, and glute. We hold it up in 3, 2, this one, stay lifted, draw little circles around in one direction with the toes. Do your best not to rock the hips. That's where that core and upper back really holds steady. Then we reverse our direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, flex the ankle, hamstring, curl. Keep the knee high as we bend the knee, pull the heel to your glute, and extend out. Just bend and extend through that leg. Keep drawing the ribs and the belly button to your spine. Exhale for 6. In 5, we hold it bent, as deeply bent as you can get it. Last 3. Last 2. So when we hold, little pulses up and up and up, like you're stamping your heel on the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, donkey kick back. We lower the knee down. Exhale, lift the knee up. Full range of motion in that hip. We extend that hip joint to lift up, squeezing the space right where that hamstring and glute meet. You might feel that left hip working as well. That's our stabilizing side. So it's normal to feel it in both glutes. 5. Zip up the belly, exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, last bit, second round of pulses, up and up and up, squeeze that glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the knee down, send your hips to your heels. Take a little breather, and we move immediately into the other side. When you're ready, come down onto those forearms, right knee under the hip. We lengthen your left leg long, toes pointed. Exhale to lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower. Push the mat away, create space between your shoulder blades. Still feeling energy through that upper back the entire time. We lift 6, exhale for 5, energetic the back of the leg, creating more length of the back side. So we have a taller posture by the end of this class. This one we hold, draw circles around in one direction, zipping up the sides of the waist to prevent those hips from rocking, then reverse direction. Slow and steady, keep your breath stable. 4, 3, 2, pause. Flex the ankle, hamstring, curl, bend the knee, pull it in. Extend that heel out. Reach, squeeze the heel to your hip and extend. You should feel a nice contraction through the hamstring. Neck is long, gazing between your wrists. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This one we hold the knee bent, pulls it up, up, up. Try to keep that heel as tight towards the hip as you can get it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, pause, donkey kick, lower, and lift the knee. Full range of motion, holding that 90-degree bend through the knee. Here's 8, 7, we're nearly there. I feel that right glute just as much as my left. Stabilizing to keep my shoulders and hips square to the floor. Beautiful. 5. Exhale, lift 4. Last pulse in 3, 2. This one we hold and pulse. Lift up, up, up. Zip up to that lower belly. Push the mat away a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that knee, send the hips back to your heels. Take a little stretch. Whew. Then for the last time, we'll lie down on the belly. This time, our elbows go wide to the sides, hands come underneath the face, and we bend those knees wide to the sides of your mat. Like a little frog position, we take the heels together, flexing through the ankles, the toes are separated. Then relax your forehead down on your hands. Little tuck of the tail so you squeeze the glute, feel the front of your hips press down into the mat. Exhale your air. As you inhale, you lift the hips up and slowly lower. It's a small range. We're squeezing from the glutes to hover the thighs and tap them down. Lift, hover, and lower. Here's 6. For 5, 4, last 3, 2, this one can we hold and squeeze, it'll pulse up, 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 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Extend your legs long and forward, keep those hands underneath your forehead. As we inhale, lift up through the arms, through your upper back, and slowly lower. Again, inhale, lift, hover, try to keep those legs heavy on the mat, and relax. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Still connected to those glutes, still pressing down through the hips into the mat to ensure we're not lifting from the lower back. We're finding extension through the upper back, that thoracic and the cervical spine. 3, 2, this one we hold, reach those arms out to a T, lift a little higher, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those shoulder blades, keep your gaze at the top of your mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Hands under your shoulders, press up and back to your child's pose, relax. Then when you are ready, we'll come into a comfortable seated position, taking the hands at heart center, You take a nice big breath, reach the arms all the way up and overhead, lower your right hand down by your side, lean for a side stretch, then up and over to your left. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, arms along by your sides. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our upper back and glute series, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.